It was 3:15 a.m. on a chilly November night in 2024 when a deep, grinding hum yanked me from sleep. At first, it blended with the wind rattling the old pines outside our farmhouse in Willow Creek, Tennessee. My wife, Sarah, and our two boys were dead to the world, the house wrapped in that heavy quiet only a rural night can muster. But something gnawed at me, a tightness in my gut, urging me to the window. That's when I saw them. From massive cement trucks, their engines idling low, headlights dark, crouched like beasts around our family's pond. This wasn't just any pond, it was our heart, carved into the earth by my great-grandfather in 1951, fed by a crystal spring, home to the carp I'd tended since I was a boy. And there, standing like a general commanding a siege, was Evelyn Harper, head of the Willow Creek HOA, clipboard in hand, her silhouette sharp against the moonlight. You might wonder why someone would bury a pond in concrete. The short answer? Power. The long one? Buckle up. That pond was more than water. It was our legacy, a living thread tying my family across generations. My great-grandfather shaped it with sweat and calloused hands, dreaming of a gift that would outlast him. My grandpa taught me to fish there, my dad showed me how to listen to the land, and I plan to pass it to my sons, Caleb and Finn, to teach them what it means to guard what's yours. But Evelyn didn't see heritage. She saw a prize. It started 2 years back when Willow Estates, a glitzy new development, sprouted next to our land. Big money, bigger egos, and HOA rules that choked like ivy. Evelyn ran it all crisp blazers, a tongue like a whip, and a smirk that said she'd already checkmated you. She dropped by once, claiming our carp's ripples broke some noise ordinance. I chuckled, thinking it was a bad joke. It wasn't. She was scoping the pond, snapping photos, probing about water flow and mineral rights. I should have seen the predator in her then. The attacks came slow, then fierce. A survey claimed our boundary was off by inches. A letter warned our pond was a public hazard, though it sat deep in our private 50 acres. Evelyn even pushed for a costly liability policy. Then Clara, a former HOA board member, showed up at my door, pale and clutching a folder like it might burn her. "Evelyn's not after fish, Nathan," she whispered. "She's after your water." Inside were maps, aquifer charts, and legal papers I'd never seen. Clara revealed Evelyn was chasing a $4 million city contract tied to controlling every water source in the region. Our pond, fed by the county's largest underground spring, was the final piece. Worse, Clara had overheard Evelyn's bigger scheme, a water rights grab across states. In Boise, a rancher's well was tainted. In Austin, a widow's lake vanished under mysterious runoff. In Reno, a farmer's spring was flagged for a fake health violation. Each time, Evelyn swooped in with contracts and walked away richer. One man never recovered, ending his own life. Now she was hunting us. I thought we had time to fight, but I misjudged her ruthlessness. That night, from my window, I watched those trucks choke my pond with cement, Evelyn planting fake EPA notices and forged contamination reports to frame me. 3 months earlier, I'd set up trail cam skull at inherited distrust. They caught every move. By dawn, the pond was a gray slab, mirroring the sky where carp once danced. I knelt, tracing the cold surface, grief hollowing my chest, but my resolve sharpening like a blade. At 10 a.m., Evelyn pulled up her sleek BMW, all fake sympathy. "Such a shame, Nathan," she cooed, sliding contracts across like a poker dealer. "Sign over water rights, lock into city supply, accept a 50% rate hike." She thought she'd won. I met her gaze and said, "I'll think it over." That day, Clara brought more. A hidden playbook detailing Evelyn's tactics sabotaging water sources, faking records, targeting families. 12 more names were listed. We were just a start. We took it to FBI agent Lauren Kessler, who'd been chasing similar scams but lacked proof. Our trail cam footage, contracts, and playbook changed that. We set a trap. 3 days later, I called Evelyn, saying I'd sign. The property was wired, mics hidden in the oaks. She strutted in, smug as ever, and mused, "This feels like Boise." Poor rancher broke too easily. She bragged about Austin, Reno, even named her next Mark Lila, my 80-year-old neighbor with a pond her late husband built. That's when Lauren and her team stepped in, badges gleaming. Evelyn Harper, you're under arrest for racketeering, fraud, and conspiracy. Her composure cracked, but her threats, I own this county, fell flat. She was finished. Raids swept the region. City officials, inspectors, contractors, 15 arrests. They uncovered $60 million in dirty deals, bribes, and offshore accounts. Evelyn's trial lasted a month. Victims from Idaho, Texas, and Nevada testified. She got 18 years, $700,000 in fines and restitution orders. But the real victory came later. A month after sentencing, 300 volunteers, neighbors, strangers, even folks from across state lines descended on our land. We ripped out that concrete, piece by piece. Contractors donated machines. Locals replanted the banks. When the spring bubbled up, clear and alive, I felt the land breathe again. We released 250 new carp, and Lila and I stood there, tears mixing with laughter. Then a black Cadillac rolled up. A man in a tailored suit, gray hair, eyes like frost, stepped out. Director Vincent Holt, he said. Evelyn was our operative. Her failure cost us $60 million. Water is the new gold, Nathan, and we don't lose gracefully. He left with a chilling promise. Enjoy your pond for now. Sleep didn't come that night. I sat, rifle ready, FBI on speed dial. But I wasn't alone. Lila brought coffee, Clara brought maps, and Tom, a water official, brought legal ammo. By dawn, we'd formed the Spring Guardians Coalition. Evelyn thought she could crush us. She only forged a rebellion. If Holt wants war, he'll get one. You don't just steal a man's land, you ignite his soul. Have you ever fought a corrupt HOA? Could you stand up to a machine like Holt's, knowing the cost? Should water life itself ever be owned? Share your story below. Hit that like button if you believe legacy is worth fighting for, and subscribe to join the battle. Justice isn't pretty, but it starts with breaking concrete.